warm welcome from the Changhua Stadium in Taiwan. It's a lovely Saturday afternoon, the 2nd of March, 2019. The Formosa Dreamers begin their two-game homestand against the Macau Black Bears, who are still chasing a playoff spot. This is the ASEAN Basketball League Season 9 Rise to Greatness. My name is Sadaf Tubas and I am joined by Kirk Long as two of the most explosive ball clubs in ABL Season 9 battle out in the first of two games this weekend.
Yeah, it should be exciting. They can both shoot the three-point ball. I know the fans are here and excited for back-to-back games between these two clubs, who Dreamers have already locked up, but just one game behind pretty much are the Macau Black Bears as we look at our standings at 11-7. So just one loss difference. And the Macau Black Bears, of course, would like to even that out today.
Well, Macau can clinch a playoff spot if Mono loses today as well. So it's a very important game for the Macau Black Bears. They're coming off a big win against San Miguel, Alab, Pilipinas, and they visit Changhua Stadium brimming with confidence as they take on the Formosa Dreamers. The two teams have split their first two games of the season. Those games were played at the University of Macau, the home court of the Macau Black Bears. The previous games, and we start off with the Macau Black Bears. It was a shootout against San Miguel Alab Pilipinas, the reigning champions, but Mick McKinney coming up huge for the Black Bears. And as for the Formosa Dreamers, they beat the Wolf Warriors convincingly, 107-79.
Yeah, and two different types of games, you know, coming off a win against a top team. You know, what type of Macau Black Bear team are we going to see today? Are they going to take a step back, or are they going to continue to move forward after such a great win against the top team of the league?
Well, Mick McKinney right there on your screens. He was almost single-handedly carried the Black Bears to victory. He finished with 40 points on 13 of 24 shooting. That's just outstanding.
Yeah, it's above 50% from the field. 40 points against the Alab team that has multiple guys who are great defenders. So, you know, he had an amazing outcome, but we've seen him do it before. You know, his career high is 41, so we know he's capable of that.
Well, Kenneth Chen, someone who's really some sort of an enigma this season. When he plays well, usually Formosa gets the job done, and he will be tasked, I think, to defend against Mick McKinney.
Yeah, and Kenneth Chen is a good defender. He's quick. So I'm excited for that exciting matchup.
Well, Tevin Glass has had his moments as well. Has stepped up big time every time Malcolm Miller struggles, and he's very consistent.
Yeah, Tevin Glass is consistency is the right word. You know, rebound, block shots, can guard multiple possession or people, and you know, he can score the basketball going to the basket, or he can spot up outside. So he's one of those guys that is just so versatile in this league.
Well, player matchups, we have the men in the middle, Will Artino and Ryan Watkins. Ryan Watkins is the league's leading rebounder, but Will Artino, sort of an all-around guy you can count on.
Yeah, Will Artino has a lot of finesse to his game, soft touch, can put the ball on the floor very well for a center, and that should be a good matchup though with Watkins. Just those broad shoulders as we see there, and he can really control the rebound game. So that will be something that the Formosa Dreamers will have to do as a group, not just as an individual, Will Artino.
Well, Will Artino has missed a few games this season because of an injury, and also one player who's missed a handful of games, Chien Lei. He will be back on the bench, adding depth to this lineup for Coach Dean Murray.
Yeah, Coach Dean Murray has to be happy with having Chien Lei back. He's a great shooter, brings a lot of experience when he comes onto the court.
We got to get this team, okay? Come on.
Coach Dean Murray with some last-minute instructions. And this Macau Black Bears team, we know that they can count on Ryan Watkins, Mick McKinney, and Anthony Tucker, but the depth has been a concern for them as we take a look at the starting lineups. Tucker, Watkins, McKinney, Lai Katong, and Nathan Yu start off for Macau. For the Dreamers, that's their usual starting lineup. Lisa Lin, Kenneth Chen, Will Artino, Malcolm Miller, and Tevin Glass. They're five on the floor.
Yeah, it should be good. These teams both have very talented world imports. You know, Macau Black Bears, all three of their world imports have had career highs of more than 40 points, so we know they're capable of that. But I like what you said, the consistency of the local players and how the other guys step up and can assist them to get wins is going to be very important for both of these squads.
Well said there, Kirk. As we begin proceedings here at the Changwon Stadium, the Dreamers win the tip. Isu Lin, he gets it to Malcolm Miller, uses the Artino pick. Tevin Glass is open inside.
Yeah, and Lai was there, but not much you can do when you give Tevin Glass a little bit of breathing room down there. And this is what the Formosa Dreamers do so well. They love to pass the basketball. They love to set each other up, just like Malcolm Miller did on that last possession.
That's a shot on the way from Lai, who misses Tucker with that set shot. No go. Ball going the other way.
Tucker will not miss very many opportunities like that. And when he's open, as we see the replay here of Miller to Tevin Glass for the first bucket.
Lee. Miller uses the Artino pick. This time he stops and knocks down the jumper.
Yeah, and it's a great play. They're making Watkins come out of his comfortable zone, playing under the basket. And if you don't if you don't show on that pick and roll, Malcolm Miller will make a living out there on those jump shots.
Black Bears forced to make a decision there. Nick McKinney driving inside.
Yeah, Nick McKinney starting off where he left off last game, and you definitely want to make him earn it from beyond the arc, which he's capable of, instead of getting layups like that. And he's such a quick, long, athletic body. McKinney's going to get to the basket more than once today.
Tucker on the move. He draws the foul on Chen. So Kenneth Chen drawing the assignment on Anthony Tucker this time. And McKinney, look at this, the quickness, uses that crossover, and in the blink of an eye, he's already at the rim.
Yeah, Will Artino, good defender, but he's not going to have very much luck there if he's going to be expecting to guard McKinney on the perimeter.
Anthony Tucker leads the league in points and assists. Just an incredible offensive weapon for the Black Bears. He goes 2 for 2.
Yeah, Tucker, just a smart play on that one, realizing that he was going to draw the foul and throws the ball up to the hoop and is able to earn those first 2 points from the free throw line.
We're tied at 4 here early on. Malcolm Miller gets it to Tevin Glass. Nathan Yu right in front of him. Glass loses his balance, but gets it to Artino.
Wow, great composure by Glass. Thought he had nowhere to go, but at the last moment, Artino with the inside position on Watkins and finds him in the right place.
Tucker. There's Chen. Turnover here for Lee. Kenneth Chen will finish off the rim.
And that's what Kenneth Chen can do so well. He's tough in transition. He loves to attack the basket. And this Formosa Dreamers team will love to make a living on their defense leading to offensive breaks.
They get it to Watkins inside. Great defense by Formosa. 3 players ganging up on Ryan Watkins. He gets it back and shoots the air ball on the hook shot. Formosa back the other way. Tevin Glass, Kenneth Chen. Gets the switch on Lai. Will Artino driving inside. A lot of contact, but no whistle there. Macau quickly back the other way. McKinney!
And great composure. Uses that upper body strength. Little bump there in the lane. And once he goes up towards the basket, he's tough to stop.
McKinney gets the board. Gets it to Tucker, stepping back. That 3 ball will not work. 0 for 2 for Anthony Tucker. Tevin Glass loses the handle. Nathan Yu with the steal. McKinney sidesteps his way inside, and there's a bump. And a foul whistled on Will Artino.
Yeah, good job. He had Artino backpedaling. As we see the replay of Tevin Glass here, hardly just in the nick of time gets it to his big man for the basket. But McKinney so creative, as we see another Kenny Chen on the break, so explosive.
A complete turnaround from last season. This Formosa team won just 1 game. Now they are in the playoffs with plenty to spare, Kirk.
Yeah, that was their goal to start the season, was to make the playoffs. But now they have, of course, some new goals, and they want to lock up this number 2 spot. And if they want to lock up this number 2 spot, Macau Black Bears want to have something to say with that. So that's what makes these games extra meaningful. There's not much separation between them, both these teams.
And this 2-game homestand pretty much will determine where Formosa ends up. It's Kenneth Chen to drive, and he gets it to go.
McKinney didn't like that one, but Kenny Chen was already composed. He had already picked up the ball right after the foul and able to finish on a beautiful reverse.
This is the value of Malcolm Miller as well, drawing the defense, but Chen with an acrobatic move, and he completes the 3-point play.
Yeah, so good job by Kenny Chen, but again, I love to see the Formosa Dreamers, that shot came on a drive by Malcolm Miller. As we see Tucker get his first of 3 threes to go down, and that's always a good sign if you're a Macau Black Bears fan.
11-10. Miller to Glass. This is Lee. Artino faces up. Shoots the jumper, no good. Liu is in the ball game. He gets the rebound. Anthony Tucker. Gets it to Liu. Fires the three. That's good.
And that's a great job by Liu. He already picked up made Tevin Glass turn it over in transition, so he's definitely someone you want to stay consistent with.
Lee Lin gets his first basket, and the crowd comes alive.
Yeah, he sat out last game due to an injury, so home fan crowd love to have him back.
McKinney getting his own miss. Watkins against Artino, banging bodies. Watkins, the hook shot, it's good.
Yeah, Watkins, such a strong body. You know, he's able to use that power to create that space, but then such a soft touch to finish with.
Yeah, Tevin Glass drawing the foul on Liu Zihao. And look at this, Kirk, we're just halfway through the first quarter and we're seeing a 15-13 score line, and you know what to expect when these two teams go at it.
Yeah, you said it was going to be a shootout, and whether down low in the post, with the big man, or up top, these guys know how to score the basketball.
We'll be back. We're back inside the Changla Stadium for this first of two games between the Formosa Dreamers and the Macau Black Bears this weekend. Tevin Glass at the line. It's a tied ball game at 15 apiece. Anthony Tucker in the basketball. Gets it to Nathan Yu. McKinney is in the corner, spins, and this one-handed shot doesn't drop. McKinney saves it to Yu. Just a bundle of energy, Mick McKinney. Yu taking it strong to the rack. Watkins doesn't get the putback to go, but gets it on his next try.
And second chance opportunities are really helping the Macau Black Bears be who they are in this game, and the Dreamers are going to have to do a better job just putting a body on it and collapsing on the rebounds. They're doing a good job initially getting the defensive stops they need, but they gotta gather those rebounds.
McKinney to Lee, and then Chen has to put it up. Chen taking it inside and using the board.
Composure, late in the shot clock. Kenny Chen knows what to do with it. He knows the time, and you know, he's a young player, but he plays like a veteran.
17 all. Tucker posting up on Kenneth Chen. Gets it to Watkins. The three ball is good.
Watkins looking back at his bench, trying to inspire his squad here, and that's, you have to respect Tucker on the post up, and that double team comes. Tucker knew what to do with it. Found an open Watkins on the perimeter.
Malcolm Miller. Long two, doesn't drop. Watkins with the rebound. Anthony Tucker. This time it's Lee guarding him. McKinney goes to the other side. Double team by Will Artino. They get the steal. Artino finishes.
Yeah, he can do so many things. Artino out in the passing lane, uses those long arms to get the deflection, and then has to take a couple dribbles. That's no problem for Will Artino. He can hurt you in a lot of ways.
Tucker looking at the post. No look to McKinney. From the baseline, Mick McKinney.
And McKinney is just one of those guys. It doesn't matter where he's out on the court. He has that mindset to be aggressive, and he can score in so many ways.
Devin Glass. And then he gets another foul. And Lucy Howe. And Anthony Tucker telling him to get him early, use the bump early, as to take a look at the hook shot by Watkins.
Yeah, then we have the double pump here played by Kenny Chen. And lots of great baskets so far. And, you know, both teams, it's going to be interesting to see who can establish and get some defensive stops first. You know, the team that can figure out and stay strong and get some defensive stops is the team that's going to be able to get some separation in this game. But right now, both teams shooting at a high percentage.
1 for 2 for Kevin Glass. Lucy Howe gets a breather after hitting the 3, but he committed 2 fouls. So in comes Derek King, and back comes Lai Katong for Macau. McKinney to Watkins, nice ball movement here. The 3-ball from the corner, no good. Watkins taps it to Lai for the basket.
And that's what you can't have if you're the Dreamers. Good defense. You got him to miss a shot, but you got to get the rebound.
A great defense by Lai on the other end, and he gets the loose ball here. McKinney on the run. Lost the handle momentarily, recovered by Tucker. Tucker. On the drive was Nathan. Watkins receives the basketball, puts up the 3. It hits the back of the rim. And Formosa gathers the rebound. Chen Shinen in the ballgame, wide open. Malcolm Miller, he misses as well. Tucker with the board. Derek King, nowhere to go. Back out to Tucker. Tucker pushes away Chen. Watkins recovers, blocked by Artino.
And it's scrappy right now. Neither team wants to give up an inch.
Miller from the corner, 3-ball is good.
Yeah, Malcolm Miller saying it's about time. He had that wide open look on the last possession. He's not going to miss very many of those opportunities. And that's what the Dreamers need. Home crowd's getting into it a little bit. They're getting some stops, and they can score in a variety of ways if they get in transition.
24-23. McKinney on the drive. Mick McKinney, so smooth.
Yeah, so smooth. He makes it look so easy. And if you're the Dreamers, you got to know his first move, though, he's looking to go to the basket. And that's easier, you know, to say that you're going to focus on that than actually stop him. But McKinney just explosive again.
That's an offensive foul on Chen. He was caught warding off on McKinney there. Great recovery from McKinney. All the while, we thought he was already left behind on that give and go.
Yeah, it was good recovery. That's his foot speed and uniqueness, unique athlete that he is. And we'll see the little push off. Yeah, I guess, you know, it was Chen who initiated that contact. Not a whole lot of, you know, physical contact, but refs in the right position to see the angle on that call.
So Macau can opt for the last shot of the quarter. They have a 26-23 lead here against the Formosa Dreamers. McKinney with the basketball, 10 seconds remaining. He gets it to Anthony Tucker. 5 seconds remaining. Tucker. King for 3. And that will do it. They got a good shot there at the end of the period.
Yeah, Tucker knows where to find the open guy, and you know, they've made those shots consistently. So good first quarter for both teams.
26-23, Macau on top after 1. First period was played at a frenetic pace. Both teams hitting shots early, but it got a bit sloppy there for a while.
Yeah, that was a little bit of defensive intensity was the cause of that. But, you know, both teams, you know, just trying to push the pace, trying to get those easy baskets. And another turnover by Tucker, which is rare.
We'll throw it down.
He knows how to stuff it. And Will Artino got hurt on one of those plays that was contested earlier in the year, but that time with enough speed to give some separation for the nice two-hand slam.
Watkins in trouble, puts it up, no good. Another offensive rebound, King, three ball, no. There's a foul on the offensive rebound from Watkins. Tucker turns the ball over. Chen with some great defense. And Artino throws down to Hammer.
Yeah, and Artino, though, on the other end, getting his work cut out for him as Watkins picked up another foul against Will Artino, who now has two. So he'll have to be a little bit more cautious down there in the lane. I wouldn't be surprised if the Black Bears continue to put pressure on him.
That jumper from McKinney is short. Chen.
And Lai will be called for the defensive foul there, and that will be his second as well. But Lai has given some good quality minutes, just aggressive on the boards and good, strong, athletic body, who has been able to slow down Tevin Glass a little bit to this point.
A jumper on the way. Too strong. From Woo Young Cheng.
Woo Young Cheng coming from the U.S. and playing some with the Taiwan national team.
Look at that move once again. Watkins from inside. Cheng Wei goes baseline, goes the other way. Oh, he gets it to go!
Wow, are you kidding me? That was great hesitation, and I thought King was all over him, suffocating him, but somehow just able to slither by and then some great spin off the glass.
Using some English, Lai Katong gets Chen in the air. And there's a whistle going against Chen. Look at this move, Kurt.
Yeah, just didn't have to leave the ground ever much, but uses that quickness and strength, maneuvering around, and great finish.
Watkins right there, combining with McKinney for the deuce. So Bears still on top here by one. Oh, another turnover for Macau.
Yeah, King has to recognize better. Malcolm Miller right on him, and you got to go look for somebody else besides Tucker when that's the case.
Stepping back, no good from Cheng Wei. McKinney quickly back the other way. Taken away by Chen Xinyan. He's got a couple of steals here.
And unable to get it up the court. Chen in the back getting double teamed, and good hustle play by the Black Bears though. After the turnover, don't dwell on the turnover, just go get it back.
So a change here once again for Macau. And their King is off the floor. Nathan Yu is back. The first two games of these two teams, actually, interestingly, they both average 116 points against each other. The first game ended with Formosa winning, no, Macau winning 116 to 110. And the second game, Formosa beating Macau 122 to 116.
Yeah, and they're on pace, maybe not to get quite over 100, but both of the teams still just able to score the basketball, and that's why they're some of the more exciting teams in the league to watch.
So players pointing fingers at each other. It stays with Macau.
Yeah, these guys they know how important every possession is, you know. games decided by less than 10 points, they want to give every effort they can.
Watkins loses the bump, just doesn't give up. Relentless, Ryan Watkins.
Yeah, he's pumped up, and even with Malcolm Miller, other bodies coming flying in to the lane, Watkins still able to corral the rebound and gather himself, go back up.
Chen misses the three. Watkins with another rebound. And he doesn't jump as high as other big men, Ryan Watkins, but he uses his body in good positioning inside.
Yeah, we'll just take a look at it here. He creates that contact first for that separation, and he's such a strong body that he's able to find ways to get his shots off, and he does have that nice finishing touch around the rim.
So Watkins now up to 11 points and 9 rebounds. And we're only in the second period. That pass is weak from Yu. And Wu almost took that one away.
Yeah, Sungwei Wu is a great defender, strong body, and still working on that consistent jump shot, but he can play some great defense.
Nathan Yu is open. Doesn't drop. Watkins at the right place at the right time.
Yeah, and you can't really look at anybody else if you're Will Artino. I know he's frustrated with himself, but again, time after time, they get the Black Bears to miss their first shot, but the Formosa Dreamers just unable to grab the rebound.
Watkins next time with the steal, saves it to McKinney, and Yu is open, but is rejected by Miller.
And just a missed opportunity, though, as we'll see Tucker be able to throw it down in the fast break here. And it's, the Dreamers have had some good plays, but they just haven't been able to capitalize on the other end.
Well, they're shooting themselves on the foot, really, with those errors. A lot of them unforced, as the Macau Black Bears are now on top, 34-27. It's because of this man right here. Ryan Watkins has got 11 rebounds in the first half. His counterpart, Will Artino, just a single rebound.
Yeah, and that's huge. I mean, that's just in the first, less than 14 minutes of play. You cannot allow one person to beat your whole team that much. And we look at Will Artino, and he's the main culprit there who has to step up. But, his teammates have to assist him as well. Getting those rebounds shouldn't just be a one-man job.
Malcolm Miller trying to weave through traffic. Artino, too strong, 2 points.
Yeah, that's a great concentration by Artino. Had hands grabbing all over him in the lane, but able to stay focused on the rim and keep control of the ball. And that was a very timely basket after a timeout that the Dreamers desperately needed.
34-29. Dreamers still trailing. Anthony Tucker. Lai wanted to get the ball to McKinney. It's broken up by Tevin Glass. So Macau has 3.4 seconds to work with. And the coach Mu Jianshin sues for time, and he wants the Bears to have a good crack at the basket here.
We see Artino again with a nice finish in traffic, asking for the foul, but doing a good job just staying consistent.
3 seconds in the shot clock for Macau. Watkins pulls up for 3. That doesn't go. Tevin Glass almost the turnover there. Michael Miller recovers. Will Artino, 3 ball. Too strong. And Anthony Tucker has the basketball for Macau. Tucker pulls up that quick release. Will not go. Malcolm Miller goes back to the other end. It's for Lee.
And that will be Lai again, who was on the bigger Artino. And good job by Kenny Chin to recognize Lai was on him, and Artino had the mismatch, and that will be now 2 fouls on Lai.
Almost a steal by McKinney. Lee gets it to Tevin Glass, uses the crossover to get into the lane. Glass out muscling Lai, and he gets that one to drop.
Yeah, Tevin Glass is somebody who can really come in and make a difference in this game now. He had some rest to start the second quarter, but they need him on the rebounds. They need him offensively, defensively to really come in here and contribute right now.
Anthony Tucker. Lai. Down low to Watkins. Faces up. The jumper doesn't go for Ann Watkins. Glass with the rebound. Nisha Lin. It's Artino from Glass. That doesn't go. Sorry, missed there for Will Artino.
Yeah, he's wishing he had that one back.
And McKinney puts his head down and goes straight to the rack.
And the Dreamers again just beating themselves right now with turnovers. Last game they had 4 to 1 assist to turnover ratio, but so far today it's just been too careless with the basketball.
McKinney, 7 seconds to shoot. Clock is down to 3. Watkins has to put it up. And Malcolm Miller gets the rebound. Lai with another foul.
And that's not what they need, as Lai will have to take a break now, who's given some quality minutes rebounding and playing defense.
And that's a critical position here for the Macau Black Bears. Not a lot of depth in that lineup. We know that Watkins, McKinney, and Anthony Tucker, they play almost the entire game. And those 2 positions, the 4 spot is really critical because it's usually where the other imports are playing.
Yeah, the Black Bears have 2 guards as world imports, and now Lou will have to come in for the last 4 minutes of the first half and try to give some of that extra effort that Lai was able to give the first 15 minutes of the game.
Glass against Lou. Lost the handle. McKinney with the steal. Quickly ahead to Tucker. Open you. Will not get the back shot to go. That's an awkward position for him.
Yeah, but he'd like to have that one back also. Is you know, maybe take one more dribble, get that better angle. You had time.
Glass goes inside. Artino, the tip in, will not drop.
And if you're Glass and Artino, you can't dwell on the misses. I know they're frustrating, but you got to get back, as that might be the 3rd foul on Will Artino right here. And picking up 3 in the first half is not what Coach Dean Murray wanted to see for him.
And that foul was born out of frustration more than anything.
Yeah, I mean, Artino and Glass are trying to steal the ball here 90 feet from the basket. They're your anchors of your defense. They got to sprint back, hustle, and be your rim protectors. And McKinney, being a smart player as he is, he took notice of that, and he kept attacking the basket.
Tucker will miss. Glass with a rebound. Tevin Glass quickly ahead to Artino inside. Spin move doesn't go. Glass keeping the play alive for Formosa.
And so many missed opportunities here for the Dreamers. Just a couple feet from the basket. They're hitting all parts of the rim, but just not falling in.
Will Artino will take a breather. Goes back to the bench with 8 points, 2 rebounds, but more importantly, 3 fouls, as Ken Lei is in the ball game, just playing his 9th game of the season. Ken Lei struggling with a problem with his knee.
Yeah, but what a blessing the Dreamers have for such a veteran player like Tian Lei to come in off the bench. I love watching him stroke it. There's a lot of great shooters in the ABL, but he definitely still has one of the smoothest jump shots, especially for a forward position.
Also gives them some size here. Yu down low to Watkins. That's Tian Lei.
I expect Tevin Glass to maybe play some minutes on Watkins, who's pretty much been able to control the paint. I feel like Tevin Glass might be the next best guy, just to body him up down there.
And also Glass has yet to commit the foul as well here in this ball game. Watkins is at the line. Formosa Dreamers already over the limit.
Yeah, Tevin Glass is guarding Liu, who is probably the least likely to be aggressive on offense for the Black Bears. And with Tevin Glass being one of your best defenders, maybe you try to mix it up and give Watkins a different look.
But someone who can really keep in step with him, and Watkins goes 1 for 2 on that trip. It's up to 14 points and 13 rebounds for Macau Black Bears with a 4-point lead. Miller against Liu. Double team comes, Malcolm Miller.
And Malcolm Miller, bigger athletic body, but you can tell that's just not his comfort zone. He loves to spot up, shoot the 3 ball, and create off the the pick and roll action. And even though that he had an advantage there, it's just not quite his game.
Watkins receives the ball from Tucker, but he misses. Something for the outside shot this time. Miller, 3-ball.
See, that's what I'm talking about. That's his game, Malcolm Miller. If you just give him an inch of space, he can knock it down from out there. And his Dreamers teammates just need to continue to drive and kick and set him up.
Tucker, the one-hander, will not go. He gets his own miss. Yu, 3 for 3, doesn't get that one to go. Tian Lei, Miller is open again. Too strong this time.
Yeah, but you got to get back right now. Tevin Glass, Malcolm Miller not getting back on defense, and that leads to transition points for the Black Bears as we see McKinney just continue to light it up.
McKinney making them pay with that 3-ball. He's got 14 points as well. And Chen lead is up to 4. And Chen makes the 3-ball.
And it's always so timely. Kenny Chen, maybe 15 points last game. Maybe that's not a career high like 40 like Tucker might have. But one thing Kenny Chen does is he always gives the Dreamers a big basket when they need it the most.
And Tian Lei is whistled for the bump there. And the bench of Formosa not happy with that call, because it's going to be 2 free throws for Mick McKinney.
Yeah, Tian Lei does a good job of hedging out, and it seems like his hands are down and he's going sideways, but maybe McKinney just doing a good job, creating that contact there, and it's a tough call against the Dreamers. But it's hard to get every call right, and there was contact there, so you do have to protect the ball handler.
41-39. And for all their sloppy play here in the first half, Formosa just within 2.
Yeah, they really picked it up, even though they haven't been, efficient offensively. They've had a lot of turnovers. They have, ramped up the effort defensively to slow down the Black Bears this quarter at least.
4 seconds, Tian Lei, 3-ball is good! And what a time for Tian Lei to nail the 3-pointer as we end the first half tied at 42.
Yeah, and that's a big shot to end the half with for Tian Lei. And the Dreamers can go into the locker room happy because they know they took their best punch from Tucker and from Lau and these guys in the first half, but they're still right there in it.
好，我们现在场边访问到第二教练 Coach Bear scored 42 points. What's your strategy in second half?
I mean, 42 is fine. I mean, they're averaging like 105 a game. So it was just our offense wasn't very good. We're just too rushed.
Okay, thanks, Coach. 好，我们在场边其实问到了，在上半场让黑熊拿到42分，教练是认为是还 OK， 因为他们的进攻能力其实是非常强的。他们在下半场当然要持续稳定住这样的防守，才有机会拿下比赛的胜利。这时候我们也请观众朋友稍微休息一下，再回到 Eleven Sports。
place where we are right now, Changhua County here in Taiwan. And we begin the third period with Formosa having the ball. It's Lee, Miller, Glass, Artino, and Kenneth Chen, the 5 on the floor. Miller goes baseline, and the Dreamers finally get the lead.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. They're not settling. Malcolm Miller could have taken that shot in the corner, but he saw that Watkins was closing out on him, decided to head to the basket.
And right between the eyes, Anthony Tucker. It was a good line right in front of me as Tevin Glass quickly back the other way.
And that's the unique chemistry that the Dreamers have. And Miller knows all his teammates so well, knows how to get him the ball at the right time so that Tevin Glass can be successful down there.
Shaking and baking. Tucker loses the handle. Kenneth Chen attacks and uses the board for the basket.
Man, he just wills those shots in. Kenny Chen knows how to use his body. He's quick and so efficient. You know, he now leads the way for the Dreamers with 12 points.
McKinney, the Dreamers making life difficult for the Black Bears now. Nice ball movement. That's a turnover, and Tucker wanted you to take the shot already. He wasn't prepared on the corner.
Yeah, it started with Tucker who swung it around as we still see the nice Malcolm Miller drive, and then the Malcolm Miller finding Tevin Glass for those 2 points. And sort of a perfect start here for the Dreamers. But if you are on that last possession for the Black Bears, you got to be aggressive.
A challenge there by McKinney, but Tevin Glass cleans up the miss. And the Dreamers now up by 5. They've opened the third with an 8-3 run in the first 2 minutes here in the second half. That's a miss from Nathan Yu. Glass with the basketball. It was long hands by Watkins, tapping that ball away.
Now we see the replay here of Kenny Chen not getting the layup, but Tevin Glass coming in out of nowhere. And you got to put a body on him, and he does a good job of finishing it up.
Glass steps back. The jumper is money.
And he can hurt you in so many ways. He can spot up, he can go off the dribble all the way to the basket, and such a talented and blessing for Coach Dean Murray to have a guy that's so versatile.
And McKinney weaving through traffic and all of a sudden finding space and hitting the jumper.
Yeah, and I expect him in the second half to continue to be aggressive, even pick it up some. As we see some good defense there by Yu against Miller, getting the strip and going off Miller's foot. But, you know, going back to McKinney, you know, he can just create shots in so many ways, and normally it's shots for himself, but I expect him to sort of try to create some shots for his teammates now as well.
Oh, wow. Mick McKinney.
That was really nice, too. And poor Kenny Chen, he's had a lot of tough matchups. You know, last week he guarded Elliott from Hong Kong Eastern. He has to guard a lot of great perimeter players, but you have to have help.
As back the other way, Malcolm Miller. But you know, for all the offense showcased by Mick McKinney, the Dreamers now up by 6. That's their biggest lead of the night.
Yeah, look at Tevin Glass, just phenomenal defense. And Miller gets the steal.
Staying in front of Tucker. Artino will try to finish this one, but just couldn't sort out his dribble right there. Mick McKinney with a hesitation move, and all of a sudden, using that body to protect that ball. Tucker is free in the lane, and Anthony Tucker gets his 12th point.
Yeah, nice scoop-de-doop there by Tucker, just weaving and bobbing like he does so much, and you have to respect his three-point shot so much that You know, it's not as quick as a drive as McKinney, but still very effective by Tucker.
Chen, 3-ball. Will not go. Glass gets it to Artino. Gets Watkins in the air. Will Artino. But Kenneth Chen has been so efficient in this ball game. He's got 14 points.
Yeah, and it's not flashy like you know, the other side, this matchup that we have here. McKinney, as he misses a 3, does it with a lot of flash. Where on the other side, Kenny Chen, you know, just basic, fundamental. Keep your head down, make the good shots, take the good shots, and it's good fundamental basketball.
Miller is free in the lane, and he backs it in. Showing us some hang time there, Macau Miller. Tucker working through those picks, and the quick release. Anthony Tucker.
Yeah,
wow.
It doesn't matter if you shoot a set shot. You can have a set shot in any league in the world. As long as you have that quick release and that deadly 3-point shot, then wow, it's fun to watch.
Artino. That's Miller. Will Artino. That's Watkins, who will be whistled for the personal. And Ryan Watkins has been quiet here in the third.
Yeah, he has been quieter. I mean, he had almost 15 rebounds the first quarter, so those legs, it's hard for those big guys to last 40 minutes, but I'm sure he still has some left in the tank. We'll see.
59-54, Formosa, now on top by 5. Four minutes and 40 seconds remaining here in the third period. Will Artino at the line, trying to extend his lead of the Formosa Dreamers, who have already clinched a playoff spot in the ASEAN Basketball League Season 9. Macau Black Bears have yet to secure their spot in the playoffs, but they can do that if they sweep this two-game homestand of the Formosa Dreamers, and Artino makes it a 60-54 lead for the Formosa Dreamers. Anthony Tucker stepping back. 3-ball doesn't go.
And this is what the Dreamers are doing now. They're rebounding the ball, and transition points can happen.
McKinney to Tucker. Good line, but it's short. Cheng Wei is in the ball game. Nathan Yu scoops it in.
Yeah, Watkins doing a good job in the backcourt, getting that hand up, getting that deflection from Cheng.
That is off a Macau Black Bears player. Lu Zihao, I believe, was last touch on him, so it stays with Formosa. Artino putting the move on Watkins. Again, missing. He's missed a handful of those shots, Kurt.
Yeah, he sure has, and I've seen him make a majority of those this season. So, You know, they're good shots that the Dreamers want him to keep taking. They just hope that it starts to fall. But this is what I was going back to. The Dreamers doing a much better job getting these rebounds compared to the first half.
Miller stops. But the shot doesn't drop. Artino keeps it in play, and that's double dribble. And Will Artino and Ryan Watkins coming out with the finger saying, no, can't do that here.
Yeah, denied him. Watkins, good job. He got to give credit to Artino fighting hard for the offensive rebound, but Watkins does a good job of keeping those hands up, and Artino just had nowhere to go.
Will Artino. This is Anthony Tucker. Hesitation move and puts Glass on his side and just lays it in.
Yeah, he almost made Artino set a screen on his own teammate and is able to stretch the ball out for over two tough defenders. So great job.
Anthony Tucker just very crafty. He's up to 17 points now, 10 points in the third. Artino spins. Again, another forced shot from Will Artino. McKinney with the crossover. McKinney probing. This time it's Chen with the foul, reaching in.
Yeah, Chen had the position there. McKinney trying to split defenders. Won't always get the call there, but is able to get it that time. And this is still a ball game, and Black Bears don't want to go away.
Tucker gets it to Watkins. McKinney to Tucker. Watkins cutting. That's terrific defense from the Dreamers, forcing that miss.
Yeah, Watkins, some contact there, but there's been some contact on the other side too, so the refs just letting these guys play.
Glass scores inside.
And that's where I really like to watch Artino. His ability to set up his teammates. You know, sometimes it doesn't always have to be him putting his head down, going to the basket. He knows how to be creative enough, and he's a good enough passer to find his teammates as well.
Yeah, Tucker missing the three. Miller almost lost that basketball. Chen. Miller gets it back. Drives, and he misses the shot, but he'll go to the line for two freebies.
Yeah, we see this last play here. Artino doing a good job drawing the defense towards him and lays it off at the right time.
Here's the thing, Kirk. You know, Will Artino has received that basketball on the low block for most of this ball game, but when he gets that ball right down the middle, probably at the free throw line, I think he's more deadly from that area than when he posts up.
Yeah, you're probably right there, because either he can still finish himself, but then he sees the court so much better. He has Tevin Glass on the baseline. He has shooters out in the corner. So I do think he has been used effectively throughout the season in that way, and they could maybe try to go to it a little bit more in today's ball game as well.
No, we see him. He tries to bang bodies with Watkins, but we see him more effective. But he's on the bench now, getting some rest as Tian Lei is back. And Marco Miller hits the two free throws. It's a 6-point lead for the Formosa Dreamers. Under 2 minutes remaining in the third.
And Jining Liang will check in for the Black Bears for the first time, as he has transferred teams from the Wolf Warriors.
King totally misses that jumper.
Coaches for sure want to win this game, right? Today's the most important game right now, but they do have to remember they do play tomorrow.
Macau Miller has been fantastic as playing the quarterback role for Formosa. McKinney misses the three, the tap. That goes to Woo Young Cheng. Miller again trying to put a move on. Woo goes inside. It's Watkins, a whistle for the personal. But the confidence is rubbing off on the rest of the Formosa Dreamers.
Yeah, Sung Wei Woo here loves to penetrate and drive, so good job by him as we see Tian Lei finish his shot from Malcolm Miller. And these guys doing a good job of just moving the basketball right now. And Sungwei Woo knows when to be aggressive and knocks down his first free throw.
So could be the first double-digit lead of the game for the Formosa Dreamers. They trailed by 7 in the second period. Makes it a 10-point game. 2 free throws from Woo Young Cheng. 68-58. The Black Bears needing an answer here. We'll go to Tucker. Tucker goes to the corner to King. A bump from Miller.
And that won't hurt him too much. Almost a good foul to have with 5 seconds left in the shot clock. You don't want to bail him out, but at least for the Dreamers, that doesn't put the Black Bears at the free throw line.
We have a foul to give here. Not yet in the penalty. McKinney inside, and he banks it in.
Wow, I thought there was no way. It's like his body was facing the other side of the court, but shows that athleticism and hang time. And McKinney, so creative. Every basket is different.
It happened right in front of us here. Chen Lei. Woo. 5 seconds to shoot. Chen Lei using the shot fake, and he knocks it down.
Off the glass. Very nice. And Tian Lei, so effective. He shows that little shot fake and great footwork to create some space and get open.
Oh! Anthony Tucker all the way from the parking lot.
And, you know, the Dreamers ended the first half with a buzzer beater. And Anthony Tucker saying, hey, I can match that. I know how to beat the clock too.
You know, the thing there is that Tian Lei was aware that he was going to throw it up. And he moved closer, but no problem, says Anthony Tucker. I've been hitting that since the warm-ups. 7-point lead for Formosa as we head into the final period. It's the ASEAN Basketball League Season 9 Rise to Greatness. We are at the Changhua Stadium in Taiwan for the first of 2 games this weekend between the Macau Black Bears and the Formosa Dreamers, the home team. So the Uptupas with Kirk Long bringing you the action. 17-63, the Formosa Dreamers on top. McKinney gets it to Watkins inside.
And that's what I'd like to see McKinney do more of. I've seen so many great baskets of him creating for himself, but when he can create for others too, then this team is going to continue to reach to new heights.
5-point lead for Formosa. They have the basketball. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Michael Miller, the fadeaway. It's good.
Wow. And earlier in the game, I said, you know, he's not so comfortable posting up, but that time, such great footwork from Malcolm Miller, and when you can hit a fadeaway jumper, then you're pretty much impossible to stop.
There's a whistle going against Formosa. It's bit of a late whistle there. As we take a look at that fadeaway from Macau Miller. This is Anthony Tucker at the line. So Formosa coming up with a 28-point quarter in the third to take control of this ball game, but of course, Macau Black Bears can put points in a hurry. Especially this guy, 21 points so far, and he finished the first half with only 7 points, but now has 22 for the ball game. So 72 to 67. The Formosa Dreamers still on top. Chen. The drive inside, the kick out. Tian Lei is open from the corner. Tian Lei coming up with big baskets off the bench.
Huge baskets, and Tian Lei, that's what I said, he's such a pleasure and blessing for Coach Dean Murray to have him coming off the bench, as we have Wu down low being a little bit too aggressive, trying to guard Tucker. But great attack by Chang, dishing it out, and big shot as Will Artino and was on the bench during that first minute and a half with Tevin Glass, with Kenny Chin. So the fact that these role players for the Dreamers were able to come in and even increase the lead in the beginning of the fourth quarter is big for their starters to get some extra rest.
Yeah, extra rest. Now they come in fresh, and they still have an 8-point lead. That's a nice play there off the inbound, but Lou could not finish. That's double dribble on him.
Yeah, I thought there was a lot of contact going up on the first one. I understand he's frustrated, but you got to just keep playing. Got to keep playing.
It's an 8-point lead for Formosa. They have the basketball here. Will Artino. Oh, that's an offensive foul on Chen Xin Nin.
Yeah, he's frustrated at himself.
That's 2 fouls. 2 of those fouls. He has 4 fouls now. 2 of those fouls are offensive fouls. A couple of them were reach-in fouls.
Yeah, and some of that, you know, maybe they missed a call this in, thinking that. I know the rest don't think like that, but
that's a miss from McKinney. He struggled from the outside here, and a turnover for the Dreamers. They really have a chance right here at this stretch of this ball game to really put away the Macau Black Bears, but they can't seem to do so. A couple of turnovers now, back to back.
Yeah, definitely not within the character of Tevin Glass to be foolish with the ball like that. You know, Chang isn't a high leaper, so you want to make sure you give him a good chest pass.
The corner, that's a 3, and that's good for Lucy Howe.
Yeah, Lucy Howe, just big shot. You have to be ready as a role player to step up and make those shots when you're open, and he was ready in the corner, and just a couple more shots like that, and this game's going the other way.
As Macau Miller drives and draws the foul. And this was the play earlier. McKinney with another assist. Uzi High called into action as Lau has been struggling with foul trouble. And Macau Miller at the line. He misses the first. Miller already with 19 points in the ball game.
I like what he's done today, though. He's done a good job of mixing it up. Still has that three-point weapon, but he's also known when to attack the basket, draw the fouls, or get closer shots against smaller defenders.
He's got 6 assists and 6 rebounds. He's now up to 20 points for tonight.
Tevin Glass, one of the top rebounders for the Dreamers, the one out there guarding Tucker and doing a good job making life hard for Tucker.
McKinney tracking down the miss, and he scores off that floater in the lane.
And that second chance points that hurt the Dreamers also in the first half. Played good defense for the first 20 seconds, but your defensive job isn't finished until you get those rebounds.
Nice move from Miller and finding Tevin Glass for the lay-in. And you see the chemistry here We know that a lot of teams in the ABL, they tend to change imports when it's not working, as Watkins receives the ball from Tucker and he gathers and he scores.
Yeah, tough basket by Watkins and a much needed one, finishing above two players, two Dreamers in the lane. And still a 4-point game. This is time where you just got to come out and execute, trust your offense, trust your teammates.
Devin Glass steps back, takes the jumper, that's short. Watkins with another rebound. And going back, you know, the Dreamers, they've stuck to this trio of world imports. And I think that it's really done wonders to them.
Oh yeah, the chemistry, and a lot of that's credit to Coach Dean Murray, but some of that's just they're unselfish. You know, all these world imports are happy if the other guys are having success. They all stay within their system and just trust the team, trust the system.
That was the play earlier. Watkins, great composure there to keep the basketball. Slick spot on the floor. Lee Shu Lin making sure that our utility guys spot that one, clean it up. Shoe action here, Mick McKinney. Puts it on the floor. Not really his shot there, Lou. And a chin. Nice pass to Tevin Glass, and he puts it up and in.
Yeah, great composure by Kenny Chin. He always has that aggressive mindset, and Tevin Glass has taken advantage of some nice passes by teammates.
Glass on the help erases the shot of Anthony Tucker.
Tucker has had some success going to the basket, but that time staying with it is Glass, just continuing to hustle on the play.
Look at that block. Tucker gets it to Lou from the corner. McKinney against Chen. Mick McKinney. Tucker. This is the shot fake. Goes to the middle. Lou on the move. Watkins gathers, and somehow the Black Bears get a basket on that possession.
Yeah, good job by Liu. He didn't have much anywhere to go, but stayed aggressive, finds Watkins down low, which is always a good option, feeding Watkins down low.
Kevin Glass, the jumper is short. King with the rebound, gets it to Tucker. Liu is open for three, that's good! Liu Zihao has come alive in the fourth for the Macau Black Bears. He cuts the lead to just a single point.
Yeah, assisting and spotting up in transition, as we see the block again by Tevin Glass, but Dreamers are going to have to tighten up the defense.
Just 1 point separating the Macau Black Bears and the Formosa Dreamers with 4 minutes and 40 seconds remaining at the Changhua Stadium.
And this could be Lee Shuen Lin time, as he's hit a lot of clutch baskets. And maybe not. Malcolm Miller throws it down instead, but just going back to Lee Shuen Lin, you know, he's hit some big baskets, hit the buzzer beater against Alab Pilipinas here last month, and Lots of guys able to make big shots for both these teams.
And Malcolm Miller now with 22 in the ball game. McKinney gets a running start. And wow.
Yeah,
the offense of Nick McKinney. My goodness.
He's so explosive. He dribbles that ball so low, but then his vertical jump is also super explosive. So he's just able to create that shot pretty much anytime he wants it.
Miller, he is feeling it. Malcolm Miller, 25 points.
Yeah, he can shoot with the best. We got some of the best shooters, and so last 3:30, they're going to be aggressive.
Anthony Tucker has that ball tapped away by Will Artino. Black Bears will retain the basketball. Mick McKinney. Watkins. McKinney against Artino. McKinney, the jumper. Doesn't drop. Artino with a rebound. Will Artino just 9 points in the ball game.
Yeah, that was good defense though on that last possession. Trying to keep McKinney in front of him, doing a good job.
Miller to Kenneth Chen. King has recovered defensively. Artino flips it up. Nothing there for Will Artino.
Yeah, that's just been a lid on the basket here today for Will Artino.
Anthony Tucker will miss the three. Lee with a rebound. Under 3 minutes remaining here. Glass. Back out to Miller. Lee Shi-Lin. Artino to Miller. The alley-oop is good.
And that's the chemistry we were talking about. These guys, Artino, Miller, Glass, Lee Shi-Lin, they all know each other, read each other so well. And it's not just an individual effort that makes this team tough. It's the way they work together.
87 to 81. McKinney in the lane. And he drops that one in.
Yeah, that's good defense. I mean, they helped, they showed. It's just sometimes you get beat, and McKinney has just had his way getting into the paint, almost at will here today.
King almost to steal Lee. Back out to Miller. That is a foul while shooting the three.
Yeah, you can't make those type of mistakes, not at the end of the game.
It's Malcolm Miller taking charge in the last two possessions here for Formosa Dreamers, but they're not out of the woods yet here. Just a 4-point lead. That's 7 straight points for Malcolm Miller. Black Bears still in it.
Yeah, but you has to know you don't foul a jump shot shooter. Malcolm Miller is going to take that shot. You got to give him the landing space. You don't want to see a high percentage free throw shooter going to the line for 3 with less than 2 minutes left.
So Miller can extend his lead to 7. First one is good. Malcolm Miller, 28 points in the ball game. He scored 34 when Formosa beat the Black Bears in Macau last January 24.
Just shows you the chemistry they've improved defensively through the course of the season. Both these teams also feeling more comfortable communicating, knowing, they've had time to scout what the other teams are like. You see a team the second time around, their individual tendencies and are able to slow them down a little bit more.
McKinney, to Liu again. The three this time will not drop. And the Formosa Dreamers getting an important defensive stop here in the stretch here. Glass. They go back to Tevin Glass. 3 seconds remaining. Malcolm Miller is free from the corner. Too strong. Glass with the offensive rebound, and he flips it up and in.
Tevin Glass, he just gives that extra effort day in, day out. Always somebody that gets those little things done that teams need to win ball games.
And Tevin Glass working extra hard here. (92-83) is our score right now. Formosa on top. But, you know, Macau Black Bears, one guy missing in the second half has been Ryan Watkins. He had 14 and 15 in the first half. But right now, just up to 20 points and 18 rebounds. So he's faded here in the second half.
Yeah, well, he didn't get much rest there in the first half. Took a big load and almost knocks down that three, but you can just tell he doesn't quite have the same legs that he had in the first half. He can't quite challenge those shots and get the shot blocks and rebounds.
And Watkins almost got the steal, but it's off McKinney. So 14 seconds in the shot clock of Formosa. And they have the basketball here, but basket here can seal the deal. Basket or one more stop and seal the deal for the Dreamers. They get it to Will Artino, spin move! And Will Artino putting the finishing touches here.
Yeah, it's been a rough night, but you got to give credit to Will Artino. He stuck with it, and that's just a huge basket to get a double-digit lead, and another foul on Watkins, and great inbounds play just by the Dreamers to read what's open.
Will Artino outplayed by Ryan Watkins in that first half, but he's returned in the second half and come out stronger. 12 points for Will Artino. Anthony Tucker with a reverse. 10-point lead for Formosa Dreamers. Again, some pressure in the backcourt here for Macau. Lee gets it to Artino, to Tevin Glass with the exclamation point.
He knows how to throw it down, and good job by the Dreamers executing against the press. And Watkins will get another basket, but the Dreamers pretty much wrapping this one up.
Artino to Miller, 30 seconds remaining. And Coach Dean Murray has got to like the defensive effort here for the Dreamers, just because the Bears average around 105 points. And now they have Will Artino with a hammer.
Everybody taking their turn, throwing it down, and the Dreamers will come away with a great win today. And you're right, the Black Bears started super hot in the first quarter, but the defense really picked up for the Dreamers in the second quarter, and that set the tone for the second half.
And we saw Will Artino getting frustrated for most of the night, but he's gonna end the game with a smile on his face after that jam. We talk about working well together. Formosa, they faced adversity in this ball game. They will survive that, and they have thrived here in the second half.
Yeah, that tells you that this Dreamers team, they're not just a good team offensively, but taking a Macau team that averages over 100 points, and they're going to hold them below 90 speaks a lot about their defensive effort too. But if you're the Black Bears, you also have to stay positive, because you know, until the last 2 minutes, you were still in this game, and they're going to have another chance tomorrow to get an opportunity to get a win on the road. That's
the final buzzer. The crowd inside the Changwon Stadium loving it as Formosa Dreamers pick up a huge win at the expense of the Macau Black Bears, a possible playoff opponent for the Formosa Dreamers. They deny the Black Bears of an outright playoff spot as well. So the Black Bears will have to try again tomorrow as Formosa Dreamers started out slow, but eventually as the game progressed, really turned their game up a notch and came away with a double-digit win.
Yeah, and you got to look at a lot of the role players of the Dreamers. Tien Lei came in, knocked down some great shots off the bench. You know, Kenny Chen came out with his effort and energy and played well every single quarter. And then you, of course, have your three world imports that all played and contributed solid minutes. So another great win by the Dreamers, who continue to build a great season and keep moving forward.
That's their 8th home win of the season for Formosa. They're now improved to 14-6 for the season. Macau drops to 11-8. And the playoff race still heating up. And it's all to play for here in the ABL Season 9. But that's it for us as the Formosa Dreamers pick up their 14th win of the season after a 99-89 conquest of the Macau Black Bears. For my partner Kirk Long, this is Delph Tupa saying goodbye from the Changwon Stadium in Taiwan.